Hello guys, in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you about HTML tables. What are HTML tables? Web developers use tables to input data in rows and columns. So let's get started. So I have my screen that is already split into two. You have the Visual Studio Code on one side, where we write all our codes, and also the browser on this other side. So I'm simply going to say H2. Now say HTML tables. HTML tables. So if I refresh, I have my HTML table as my header. Now, to create my tables, I'm simply going to use my table tag, table. And then I'm going to add or include the table cells and the table data. So the TD stands for table data and the TR stands for my table role. Of course, I also have my table header, which is the TH. So I'm going to start with the TR, which is the table row. And then I have my table head, TH, my table head. So let me create 3 table heads. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste one more time, like so. So I'm going to create another table row, TR, I press enter. Then this time around, my table data. I'm going to copy it and paste it 2 more times, like so. Then let me copy the whole of this. And I'm going to paste it 2 more times, like so. So if I refresh my browser, you will notice that nothing is appearing on my browser. And that is because I've not added any content at all, to the table head as well as the table data. But if I want to show the borders of the table, there are 2 ways that I can do that. I can come here and I will say border tab, I will say equal to 1. So if I save it and if I refresh, I'm going to get my border. Now let's assume that I want to make the width. To be 100%. So I'll say width of my table 100%. So if I refresh, I have my width as 100%. Now you will observe that the borders is creating an extra borders in each of the cells. Now, let me give it, I'm going to add content very soon, but for me to remove this extra borders that is creating inside in each of the cell, I'm going to use a CSS property. I'm going to use a CSS property. So let me show you another way of doing this by using the CSS property. So I'm going to remove all of this. I save. I'm not going to have any borders. Now, remember why this is not displaying is because I do not have any content inside my TH table head, table data. So let me add the content in between. So I'm going to say first name, and the next one is last name, and I have age. And I'll come here, I'll say Matex. Then I come here, I'll say AB. Now come here, I'll say 34. Okay? Don't tell anybody. All right. So the next one, I'm going to say John. Then I'll say Michael. And then I'll say 36. So the next one, I have Mary. Then I have Smith. I have 27. So I'm going to save and refresh. So you will observe that I have the table already displayed here, but there are no borders. Okay, there are no borders. So let me show you the second way that I can add borders. So I'm going to use my CSS property. So I'm going to come here, internal CSS style, press enter. So I'm going to say table, comma, th, comma, td. My curly braces, and I'm going to say, I'm going to use the border property, full column, 1 pixels, solid black. Then I have my semicolon. I end it with semicolon. So if I press N, Control Save, or I click on Save and I refresh, so you will notice that I have my table here already. Now, for me to actually remove the extra borders that is here, I'm going to use a CSS border property called border collapse. Border dash collapse. So I have it here. So it's going to be collapse. Collapse. Yes. So if I save it and I refresh, so that extra border on each of the cells has been collapsed or has been removed. Okay, so if I add the width property here, the width property 100%, I refresh, so I have it here. I have it here. So if I want to add, let's say I want to style this table, I want to add I want to add a bit of styling, like I want to color the cells. I want to color the cells. What do? I'm going to add another for the TH, comma, and the TD, my coil braces. Then I'm going to say a background color. So my background color now, let me go and look for, okay, let me say aqua or aquamarine. I say aquamarine. So this is what I have chosen. So if I save it and I refresh, so this is what I have. Okay. So this is what I have. So let me expand this so that you see it very well. All right. So let me go back. So this is how you can create your tables in minutes. In minutes, you can create your table. Now, if you want to, what other things can you do here? What other things? A lot of things that you can do on this table. There's so much you can do. You can say padding. You can add padding. Padding. Let me just say 15 pixels. Let's see what it will give to us. Okay, so you can see that's actually added additional spaces in each of the cells. So I don't want this tutorial to be so long, and so this is where we're going to draw the curtain for today. Thank you very much for your time. If you got value for this tutorial, I want you to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that whenever I drop, useful content like this and I upload them on my YouTube channel, you go ahead and get massive value. So don't forget to hit that notification bell, okay? Get massive value. Thank you for watching, and don't just watch, but also practice what you have learned. And I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye-bye.